It might seem like something out of a science fiction novel, but the truth is stranger than fiction. Our ancient ancestors didn't just live alongside other human species, they mated with them. This is backed by hard evidence from genetics. The study of ancient DNA has revealed a complex and interwoven past. The Neanderthal genome sequencing in 2010 was groundbreaking. Modern humans carry Neanderthal DNA, roughly 1 to 4%. This was just the tip of the iceberg. Evidence of interbreeding with Denisovans was also found. Multiple human species coexisted, interacted, and interbred, shaping our genetic legacy. The discovery of Neanderthal DNA in modern humans revolutionized our understanding of human evolution. It settled the debate on whether Neanderthals were a separate species or a subspecies of Homo sapiens. Genetic evidence proved Neanderthals and modern humans interbred. This interbreeding occurred as modern humans migrated out of Africa. The result? A lasting impact on the genetic makeup of modern human populations. While the discovery of Neanderthal DNA in modern humans was groundbreaking, the story didn't end there. Enter the Denisovans, a mysterious group of archaic humans first identified from a single finger bone and a few teeth found in a cave in Siberia. These scant remains, dated to between 30,000 and 50,000 years ago, held within them a genetic secret. Analysis revealed Denisovan DNA was distinct from both modern human and Neanderthal DNA. They interbred with both Neanderthals and modern humans, leaving traces of their genetic heritage scattered across the globe. Denisovans ranged far wider, leaving their genetic mark on populations in Asia, Oceania, and even the Americas. The year 2010 marked a pivotal moment in our understanding of human origins. Scientists successfully sequenced the Neanderthal genome. This opened up a new avenue for exploring our evolutionary history. We could finally unravel our shared past and answer a long-standing question. Did we interbreed with Neanderthals? The answer was yes. The Neanderthal genome held undeniable evidence of interbreeding. This indicated significant genetic mixing between the two groups. The discovery of Neanderthal DNA in modern humans wasn't just a scientific curiosity, it was a profound revelation. Embedded within our genetic code was evidence of our connection to another human species. It was a humbling reminder that our species wasn't always alone. The story went deeper. Neanderthal DNA percentages varied globally. Europeans and Asians carried 1 to 4%. Africans showed little to no Neanderthal heritage. This distribution provided clues about interbreeding. Interbreeding likely occurred outside Africa. It was a time of great migration and interaction. The discovery of Neanderthal DNA in modern humans wasn't just about tracing our ancestry. It also had profound implications for understanding our biology. Scientists were eager to understand the impact of those ancient genes. Were they responsible for some of our unique traits? Did they affect our susceptibility to diseases? As scientists delved deeper, they uncovered intriguing clues. Some genes were involved in our immune response, suggesting a role in disease resistance. Others were linked to skin and hair pigmentation, hinting at Neanderthals' contribution to human diversity. Neanderthal DNA wasn't just a relic, it actively shapes us. These insights reveal the building blocks of what makes us human. The study of Neanderthal DNA has opened up a whole new chapter in the story of human evolution. It has shown us that our past is far more complex and intertwined than we ever imagined, and it has given us a newfound appreciation for the diversity of human forms that once existed on this planet. But this is just the beginning of the journey. As technology advances and our ability to extract and analyze ancient DNA improves, we can expect to learn even more about our Neanderthal relatives and the legacy they left behind. We may discover new genes that influence our traits and health, and we may gain a deeper understanding of the complex interactions between Neanderthals, Denisovans, and our own ancestors. The study of Neanderthal DNA has fundamentally changed our understanding of human evolution. It has shown us that our history is not a straight line, but rather a complex tapestry of interwoven threads, each representing a different human lineage. And it has taught us that the very essence of what it means to be human is more diverse and more fascinating than we ever imagined. Deep within the Altai Mountains of Siberia, tucked away in the recesses of a limestone cave, lay a tiny fragment of bone. It was an unassuming relic, a mere tip of a child's finger, yet it held within it a secret that would rewrite the story of human evolution. This is no ordinary bone. It belonged to a Denisovan, a previously unknown human species that coexisted with Neanderthals and modern humans tens of thousands of years ago. The discovery, made in 2008, sent ripples of excitement through the scientific community. Here, in this remote cave, was tangible evidence of a human lineage that had long since vanished from the earth. But the true significance of the find wouldn't become clear until scientists began to analyze the DNA extracted from the bone. What they found was nothing short of astonishing. The Denisovan DNA was distinct from both modern human and Neanderthal DNA, indicating that it belonged to a separate human lineage. This wasn't just a matter of a few genetic differences. The Denisovan genome was unique enough to warrant its own branch on the human family tree. It was a revelation that challenged our understanding of human diversity and hinted at a past far more complex than we had ever imagined. The Denisovan finger bone, as intriguing as it was, provided only a tantalizing glimpse into this enigmatic human lineage. Scientists were eager to learn more, to unravel the mysteries of who these Denisovans were, where they lived, and how they interacted with other human groups. But with only a single finger bone and a handful of teeth to go on, piecing together the Denisovan story seemed like an insurmountable task. However, the field of genetics held the key to unlocking the secrets of the Denisovans. Despite the limited fossil evidence, scientists were able to extract enough DNA from the Denisovan remains to sequence their genome. This was a remarkable feat, and it opened up a whole new avenue for exploring the Denisovan past. By comparing the Denisovan genome to that of modern humans and Neanderthals, scientists could begin to trace the Denisovan lineage back through time, map their migrations, and even identify genes that they shared with other human groups. The picture that emerged was one of surprising complexity, revealing a web of interactions between different human lineages that spanned continents and millennia. One of the most intriguing findings to emerge from the study of Denisovan DNA was the discovery of their genetic legacy in modern human populations. While Neanderthal DNA is found primarily in people of European and Asian descent, Denisovan DNA tells a different story. It's most prevalent in people living in Southeast Asia, particularly in Melanesia, a region that includes Papua New Guinea, the Solomon Islands, and Fiji. This discovery came as a surprise to scientists. The Denisovans, based on the limited fossil evidence, were thought to have lived primarily in Siberia and perhaps parts of East Asia. Yet here, thousands of miles from Denisova Cave, was clear evidence of their genetic influence. The most likely explanation for this genetic pattern is that Denisovans interbred with the ancestors of modern Melanesians somewhere in Southeast Asia, perhaps thousands of years after the Denisovan individuals lived in Denisova Cave. This interbreeding event, though long ago, left an enduring mark on the genetic makeup of Melanesian populations, a testament to the interconnectedness of human history. As scientists analyze genetic data worldwide, the Denisovan story unfolds. Recent studies reveal Denisovan DNA in populations beyond Melanesia, including East Asia, South Asia, and the Americas. These findings suggest Denisovans were more widespread, and their interactions with other human groups were complex and far-reaching. The discovery of Denisovan DNA in the Americas raises questions about human migration timing and routes into the Americas. Could some of the first Americans carry the Denisovan genetic legacy? The study of Denisovan DNA is still early, but they were significant in our evolutionary past. Their genetic legacy shapes human diversity today. The discovery of interbreeding between humans, Neanderthals, and Denisovans completely upends the traditional simplistic view of human evolution. Our ancestors weren't isolated in their evolutionary journey. They interacted, intermingled, and exchanged genes, creating a genetic mosaic that's reflected in modern human populations today. Imagine a group of humans migrating out of Africa, venturing into new and challenging environments. They encounter Neanderthals who have already adapted to these colder climates and different food sources. If these groups cross paths and find common ground, interbreeding becomes a possibility. This wasn't a one-time event either. As humans continued to spread across the globe, they encountered other archaic human groups like the Denisovans. Each encounter, each instance of interbreeding added another layer of complexity to the human genetic story. The interbreeding between humans, Neanderthals, and Denisovans wasn't just a curious footnote in our evolutionary history. It had real-world consequences, shaping our biology and our ability to thrive in diverse environments. Neanderthals had already been living in these regions for thousands of years. Their bodies adapted to the harsh conditions. When the two groups interbred, some of those cold adapted genes that might have influenced body shape, metabolism, or even skin and hair pigmentation, were passed on to the hybrid offspring. Denisovans, too, contributed their own set of adaptations, particularly in the realm of high-altitude survival. Today, people living in the Tibetan Plateau carry a gene variant inherited from Denisovans that helps them regulate their red blood cell production The benefits of interbreeding extend beyond physical adaptations. They reach deep into the very core of our immune systems. When modern humans migrated out of Africa, they encountered new environments teeming with unfamiliar pathogens. Interbreeding provided a shortcut for humans, a way to acquire these immune system adaptations without having to wait for natural selection to do its work over countless generations. The discovery of interbreeding between humans, Neanderthals, and Denisovans has done more than just rewrite our evolutionary history. It sparked a paradigm shift in how we view our place in the natural world. We can no longer think of ourselves as a species set apart, uniquely isolated in our evolutionary journey. Instead, we must acknowledge the contributions of our extinct relatives, the Neanderthals and Denisovans who, though different, were still very much human. This realization has profound implications for how we approach questions of human diversity and identity. The discovery of interbreeding between humans, Neanderthals, and Denisovans has opened up a Pandora's box of questions, sending scientists on a thrilling hunt for more genetic clues hidden within our own DNA. Each newfound Neanderthal or Denisovan gene is a potential window into our past, offering insights into everything from our physical traits to our susceptibility to diseases. One of the key focuses of ongoing research is identifying specific genes of archaic origin and figuring out what they do. For example, imagine pinpointing a Neanderthal gene variant that influences our response to certain medications or one that affects our risk of developing a particular disease. These discoveries could revolutionize personalized medicine, leading to more targeted treatments and even preventive measures tailored to our unique genetic makeup. Imagine a world map where the continents represent different human populations, and the mountains and valleys depict the peaks and troughs of genetic diversity. By comparing genomes from different populations, we can begin to piece together the story of our collective past, tracing the movement of genes across continents and millennia. These maps of genetic variation are more than just academic curiosities. They hold the key to understanding the genetic underpinnings of human diversity, both within and between populations. as we gather more genomic data from diverse populations, the resolution of these maps will only get sharper, revealing even more subtle nuances in our genetic history. Genes don't exist in a vacuum. They interact with the environment, a complex interplay that shapes our traits, our health, and ultimately our evolutionary trajectory. When they interbred with modern humans, those genes entered a new genetic and environmental context, potentially leading to a wide range of outcomes. Scientists are now investigating how these archaic genes might interact with modern human genes and with environmental factors to influence our biology. This knowledge could have profound implications for personalized medicine, allowing us to tailor treatments and preventive measures to an individual's unique genetic and environmental profile. While DNA provides an invaluable window into our evolutionary past, it's important to remember that it's just one piece of a much larger puzzle. To fully understand the impact of interbreeding with Neanderthals and Denisovans, we need to go beyond genetics and explore other lines of evidence, weaving together a more holistic narrative of our shared history. This means delving into the archaeological record, searching for clues about how these different human groups interacted, where their paths crossed, and what their cultures might have been like. This multidisciplinary approach is crucial for painting a more complete picture of our past, one that goes beyond just the genetic level and encompasses the full spectrum of human experience. The discovery that our ancestors interbred with other human species, once a radical idea, is now a cornerstone of our understanding of human evolution. It's a testament to the power of scientific inquiry, particularly in the field of ancient DNA analysis, to illuminate the hidden chapters of our past. Our ancestors didn't evolve in isolation. They interacted, intermingled, and exchanged genes, creating a genetic mosaic that's reflected in modern human populations today. This tapestry is woven from the threads of many human stories. Stories of migration, adaptation, and ultimately survival. The Neanderthals, the Denisovans, and other ancient human groups, once relegated to the shadows of prehistory, are now recognized as integral characters in our own evolutionary saga. This realization challenges us to abandon simplistic notions of human exceptionalism and embrace a more inclusive view of our place in the grand scheme of life. The discovery of interbreeding between humans, Neanderthals, and Denisovans has profound implications for how we view ourselves and our place in the natural world. It forces us to reconsider what it means to be human, to acknowledge that our species is not the sole proprietor of humanity, but rather part of a larger and more ancient lineage. This recognition of our shared heritage challenges us to confront the prejudices and divisions that often plague our own species, urging us to look beyond superficial differences and recognize the common threads that bind us together. We are all, in a sense, hybrids, products of a long and complex history of genetic exchange and cultural blending. The study of human evolution is not a static field. It's a journey of discovery, a continuous quest to uncover the secrets of our past and use them to illuminate the present and the future. The more we learn about our ancient relatives, the more we realize how much more there is to learn. Each new fossil discovery, each new genetic analysis, has the potential to rewrite the story of human evolution, adding new layers of complexity and nuance to our understanding of who we are and where we came from. Advances in imaging techniques allow us to create detailed reconstructions of ancient faces, giving us a glimpse into the eyes of those who walked the earth long before us. The future of human evolution research is full of promise, holding the potential to answer some of our most fundamental questions about who we are, where we came from, and what it means to be human.